An ancient beverage born from a curious observation, coffee is more than just a drink. It's a daily ritual for millions of people worldwide, a fuel for productivity, and an invitation to socialize. Its history is rich and complex, spanning continents and cultures. However, the origin of its discovery is shrouded in a fascinating legend dating back to the highlands of Ethiopia over 1,000 years ago. The story of shepherd Kaldi and his energized goats is the most widely circulated narrative about how humans supposedly stumbled upon the invigorating powers of coffee beans. This script will explore this legend, uncovering its details and the lasting impact this accidental discovery had on the world, transforming a simple fruit into one of history's most valuable and cherished commodities. The Legend of Shepherd Kaldi, an Ethiopian tale. The most popular legend about the discovery of coffee takes place in the Kaffa region of southwestern Ethiopia, around the 9th century. Kaldi, the goat herder. The protagonist of the story is Kaldi, a goat herder who lived in the mountains and spent his days tending his flock, the goats and the magic cherries. One night, Kaldi noticed his goats were more restless and energetic than usual. They wouldn't sleep, jumping and bleating with unusual vigor. Curious, the shepherd observed them closely and realized they had been chewing on the leaves and bright red cherries of a specific bush. The discovery of energy. Intrigued, Kaldi decided to try the cherries himself. Upon eating them, he felt a wave of energy and mental clarity, which helped him stay awake through the night without his usual drowsiness. The monk and initial disbelief. Excited by his discovery, Kaldi brought the cherries and his experience to a monk at a nearby monastery. The monk, skeptical, disapproved of the cherries, considering them the work of the devil, and threw them into a fire. The irresistible aroma. To their surprise, the fire didn't destroy the seeds, but instead released a delicious and inviting aroma. The monk, intrigued by the smell, decided to gather the roasted beans and mix them with hot water. The vigilance drink. Upon drinking the resulting infusion, the monk experienced the same invigorating effect as Kaldi. He realized the beverage helped him stay awake during long hours of nightly prayer. Thus, coffee began to be used to keep monks vigilant in their devotions. Knowledge spreads. From the monastery, knowledge about coffee's energizing properties spread throughout the region and, eventually, to other parts of the Arab world. The journey of coffee. From Ethiopia to the world. While Kaldi's legend is a romantic story, coffee's journey from Ethiopia to becoming a global beverage is a testament to its cultural and economic importance. Early uses and consumption. Before becoming a drink, people in Ethiopia and surrounding areas likely chewed the whole fruits, ground the beans with animal fat to form energetic balls, or fermented the pulp to produce a type of wine. The drink we know today, made from roasted and ground beans, emerged later. Yemen, the cradle of coffee culture. The first evidence of organized coffee cultivation and trade dates back to the 15th century, in Yemen, on the Arabian Peninsula. Yemeni Sufis are credited with popularizing coffee as an aid to concentration and devotion in their spiritual practices. Arab coffee houses. Quickly, coffee houses, kahwa, sprang up in cities like Mecca and Medina, and then in Cairo, Istanbul, and Damascus. They became vibrant centers of social, political, and intellectual life, where people gathered to drink coffee, converse, play chess, and listen to music. Arrival in Europe. In the 17th century, coffee arrived in Europe, initially causing distrust and being called bitter wine. However, once Pope Clement VIII approved it, the drink gained acceptance and coffee houses became popular in London, Paris, and Venice, following the Arab model. Large plantations. Coffee was then taken to other parts of the world, including India, Indonesia, and, crucially, the Americas, where climatic conditions were ideal for large-scale cultivation. Brazil became, and still is, the world's largest coffee producer. The legacy of an accidental discovery. Kaldi's legend, whether fact or fiction, symbolizes how important discoveries can arise from curious observation and experimentation. Impact on productivity and culture. The discovery of coffee transformed habits and influenced the course of history. It became a stimulant that helped boost productivity, creativity, and social interaction in various cultures, a global commodity. From a wild bush in the Ethiopian mountains, coffee evolved into one of the most important commodities in global trade, sustaining economies and the lives of millions of people worldwide. The persistence of enchantment. Even with all the scientific knowledge about caffeine and its effects, Kaldi's legend continues to add a touch of magic and mystery to our daily cup of coffee, connecting us to a millennial history of observation and serendipity. The origin of Coffea arabica. It's important to note that the most cultivated and appreciated coffee species in the world, Coffea arabica, is native to the highlands of Ethiopia, which lends credibility to the legend of its origin in that region. The legend that started an aromatic empire. The legend of Shepherd Kaldi and his goats is more than a folk tale. It's the archetypal narrative of how one of the world's most beloved beverages might have been discovered. It captures the essence of human curiosity and nature's ability to surprise us with its gifts. From the restless excitement of a goat herd in Ethiopia to the global popularity of coffee on every street corner, this legend reminds us that great discoveries can come from the most unexpected places and the simplest observations. Coffee, with its rich history and unmistakable aroma, continues to be a link between a legendary past and a vibrant present, a beverage that energizes us, unites us, and invites us to savor every moment.